ॐ गङ्गणपतये नमः।
There are two things. One is your destiny, whatever you are destined to experience. The other is what you want to experience. And these two are always in conflict. The past or the old karma is what you're destined to experience. And the karma you want to create, the new karma, is what you want to experience. And there is always a conflict. Whenever you try to create what you want to experience, then there are obstacles, there are delays. And what are these obstacles and delays? They are nothing but the conflict with the old, with the past, which is in our thought process. But you may say, well, I'm thinking very positively. Why are things not happening positively? It is not what you're thinking consciously. It is your unconscious. It is your subconscious. And many years ago, when I was working on stilling the mind and stopping the breath process and going into the third eye, and one of the things I noticed was a lot of my thoughts, my own thoughts, were self-critical. They were constant self-analysis. I was constantly analyzing myself, and a lot of my thoughts were just that. And I said, what is the use of these thoughts? Yes, we have to reflect upon our mistakes or what we need to correct in our life and all this. But what is the point of doing it all the time? And I had the habit of constantly analyzing myself. And in the process of silencing the mind, I saw all that. Because all that will come up as a mental chatter, as an obstacle. And you have to look at it and say, okay, there is no usefulness to this. Because most of the time, even when you realize your mistake or you realize, oh, I should change my thinking, thinking won't change. Thinking will not change just by thinking about it. It won't. You have to understand this concept of prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma is the karma which has already manifested. You have already created certain things in your life. It has materialized. It's like, to give you a metaphor, water is there, H2O. H2O has become an ice cube. It has become solid. Now it's very difficult to change the shape or the form of a solid ice cube. It is much easier to change it if it is snow. If it is snow, it is soft. And if it is water, if H2O is water, that you have even more flexibility to change its shape. When we have manifested something, it's like an ice cube. So it's very difficult to change a material reality. What we can do is change the water or the spiritual reality. It's much easier to change. And that happens by changing our unconscious and subconscious thoughts. Conscious thoughts everybody is trying to change, but they are coming out of the unconscious subconscious.